green lane fun, fuel injection technology, and a two-stroke symphony. So sit back and join me while I ride through this trifecta of 3 reasons of exactly why you need this bike in your life. So even if you haven't been looking into getting a new bike lately, I'm sure you know that there's plenty of different bikes to choose from out there. So in today's video, I just want to talk about 3 different things that I love about this bike, but might potentially help you guys in deciding whether you want to get one or not. So as always, I've chosen a couple of lanes that I want to try out today. I get in the comments quite a lot where I'm actually riding. So today I've parked up in a place called Byways. It's in Kent. I think I'm going to have to pull over in a minute and put my hands on the exhaust. My hands are absolutely freezing. Mixing gas and hauling ass. Yeah, it sounds a bit stupid, but if you're anything to do with riding dirt bikes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't, your name must be Patrick and you live under a rock.
What kind of place is this?
But for the people that aren't into dirt bikes and I'm wondering what the hell I'm talking about, I'm about to tell you. So with a 4-stroke engine, you can pull up to any petrol station in the UK, take a mortgage out and fill it up straight away, start your bike and go riding. But with these 2-stroke engines, you have to mix 2-stroke oil with it. It's just another thing you have to think about before you can just jump on and go for a ride. God, this is really still quite wet down here, even though it's icy as well. We had some snow yesterday, so it really is quite cold. My hands are falling off even with these heated grips. What one should we choose? That one, that'll do. Front end nearly went there. Here we go, it's getting a little bit deeper. There's a big 4x4 or something come down here lately. There we go, put some tracks in there for us. I got stuck there a little bit. The thing is, with the hill pointing downwards like this, it pulls you down into the rut. Fucking fallen off again. I was too interested in looking at the car and just completely went on my arse. What a cock. That's pretty cool though, random car. They clearly didn't make it. Oh well. So now I'm back up and the bike's all right. Let's talk about this. We get enough jip as it is, right, by doing this. People don't like it, but look, you've got a car that's not made it and they just fucking dumped it. It's probably nicked. So there we are. If you are going to do this, A, try not fall off like me, and B, just don't be a dick. Leave burnt out cars everywhere. Buy a burnt out car. Right, back to where we were, with the fact that we don't have to mix our 2-stroke in the fuel anymore. So right here, little filler cap, okay? Jesus, legs are out and everything, trying to keep up. I am all over the place. So there's a little tank just underneath this cap here that goes down through the frame that sits just above the fuel tank, okay? You pour your 2-stroke oil in there, and as you're riding round, it mixes it for you. So I've got a bit of a random one for you all, okay? So with my job, I have to do a lot of driving. I listen to a lot of music, a lot of podcasts. So I'm up for some suggestions. Whatever you guys have been listening to lately, I fancy a change, I fancy something new. Hit me up in the comments. Right, let's see how we get on with this. It's only a tiny little lane, but it's quite steep and a little bit technical. This next point does apply to some other bikes, but it's still another thing that I do love about this one. Okay, so imagine that it's the middle of winter, you've come off the bike, you've spent all your energy trying to pick the thing up. For some reason, you're 2 inches taller than you normally are, with the amount of mud stuck to the bottom of your boot. What's the last thing that you want to be doing? Well, for me, it's kicking the poxy bike 100 times just to get the thing going, when all you want to do is to get back riding. They've chucked an electric start on there, but some of the earlier bikes only had the electric start, but with this bike, they've done both. You've got the electric start and the kick start. And they say time is money, and trust me, the time saved by not having to kick the bike a million times is money well spent in my books. See, I've done what every human being does, and they've seen a road closed sign, but I reckon I'll get through there, you know? Yeah, I'll get through there. No one knows So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I make light-hearted green laning content. Sometimes it's tips and tricks, sometimes it's just me out on a bit of an adventure. So if you are interested in watching any of my future content, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so this lane is right at the bottom of what they called Happy Valley, Rhododendron Avenue, Culverston Green. So at the beginning of the video I said that the last point is a little bit random, which it is, but I'm about to explain why it does make sense that they've done this. Like I've said, coming from a motocross background, standing on the side of a track, watching the bikes jump up and over me, when you're looking at the underside of a motocross bike, the bit in between the frame and the rear wheel, you've got the suspension linkage. It's what connects the rear shock to the actual frame. Now imagine you're riding down a single track like this maybe, and there's a big log in the middle of the road. You've got two options. You turn around and go back, or you go up and over the log. Now if you watch a video of Graham Jarvis doing this, the way they go up and over the log is they'll pop, the front wheel hit the log, then the next thing that hits the log is the rear wheel. Now, you're an average rider like me. The front wheel hits the log, hello, then the frame hits the log, then the gear linkage hits the log and you smash it to pieces. Now, KTM have obviously looked at that and they've thought, what can we do to make this better? Let's see if we get a wave today. Morning, grumpy c***s. And they flipped it. They put the bottom of the gear linkage on top of the swing arm, so it's completely smooth underneath. So even if you do case it on a jump or you do hit it on a log, you're not going to smash it to smithereens. My hands are about to fall off. With all of this snow on the ground and the fact that I keep moaning that my hands are freezing cold, we can clearly tell that winter's on its way. So what I've done is I've compiled 5 different things that we can all do to make sure we're as prepared as we can be. So if you want to know a few more things that you can do to actively prepare for this winter, check this next video out. But until next time, take it easy guys, and I'll see you in the next one.